This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to session number two. So, in session number one, just we discussed about the what is a Python and the use cases. So, in Python, almost everything is object only, sir. Everything is object only. That word, almost. This terminology is important. Object. So, my intention is those who are new to this technology, so they have to, sir, they have to get the subject. So that's why I'm moving from this, I'm explaining from this scratch. That is a main intention. There is no other things. So object, first of all, object word is related to class. Class contains multiple objects. Generally, like building, your planning of the building is a blueprint. Based on that blueprint design, we will construct the house. Construct the house. Here, house is a object. House is a object. House is a one object. Like that, based on that design, we can construct multiple houses. So based on the plan is nothing but the design wherever the originally we have that is a classes. Whatever we are going to use in Python, I'm saying to you 90% all are objects only. And object means like it is a reference of the class. Already someone is written that code. You don't worry about that code. Why this is very easy and famous? No, the first reason is someone already written. Predefined code is there simply. Predefined code already there. That almost we have a, like a 1.3 modules are there. Predefined codes. Module is nothing but simply Python programs only. Module is nothing but a Python program only. No new thing. Whatever your requirement, that already written by someone and which is available in the form of module. To use that one, to implement your required logic, we have to learn how to use it, how to implement your logic. Maybe I'm like if challenging questions will come, sir, every weekend. For example, yesterday, weekdays batch purpose, I forwarded one question that is for everyone, sir. I mean, for every group, even what we will call demo groups also, I forwarded that one. One second, I will show you that one. Python assignments. In somewhere we have a Python assignments. Here, not this. So weekend number 7 assignment task. This is a weekend yesterday's question. Even if you set the entire internet, it is not. Even you will not get 0.001% answer also in the internet. With the classes only, you will get some task. Almost this is related to copy function. Copy function, different task. E- First point, there is even you can use any technology. It is highly important to get the answer, ready-made answer. So this type of challenges also you will get after end of the every topic. This is a yesterday's session. I mean weekend. The weekdays batch, no weekend challenge. This is a weekend challenge. So different things we are going to discuss here. Just to started one session only. In the one session also we covered very few things. I said seven are important functions. Seven important functions. Functions generally similar to It's ready-made code is there. Generally, we will call that are built-in functions. Built-in functions. I mean, ready-made functions. Ready-made function that are ID, and the next one is a type. Next to print, dir, length, and sys dot get size of. What is another one we are missing? One more missing. Is there any idea? ID, type, print. One more thing we are missing. Yes.
Help.
What is that one?
Help
Biggest one.
function.
Help function. Biggest one. That is the biggest one. So, and we covered in the last session how to create the variables also. Variables concept also we covered. Yes, you can use underscore numbers, small letters, capital letters. These are the value. I mean A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, and underscore. And simply name should be variable name should be starts with alphabet or underscore, not with the number. Simple. After first character, you can use the numbers. These are the simple rules. These are the simple rules. And if you create any variable, ID will give to you. ID function will returns to you. ID inside of that one, if you write the variable name, generally, 1 second, I will take one example. Just I'm doing small revision of the previous session. Right. See, now every time you have to, when you open the PowerShell, Python console, you have to run one, you have to call a function, dir function. So what it will do now, by default, what are the loaded things? By default, loaded modules information. What is this one? We don't know, but some are there here. Built-ins, documents, loader, name. Important one, very, very important one, name. Even you can, at this point, you can test it. What is that one? What is underscore underscore name? You can ask it, no doubt. It is a string. It is a string object. It is giving to you class of name. It is a string object. Here it is printing class of string. It means underscore underscore name underscore is a object of str. Okay, we don't know what is this one at this point. For example, now try to understand if I'm storing one variable, if you call that variable, see the fact, is it added or not? A is added or not? Whatever the session level means this components, screen level components, maybe that are functions, maybe that are variables, anything. Session level. If I close this session, otherwise, if I open one more session, this is a one more session. Same thing I'm calling. Where is my A? A is not there. So these components are common for every session. This A variable is loaded into the dir, nothing but available components for this session. That is, these temporary variables are available. These are, if you close the session, it will vanish simply. So dir not only list out the components of the given class, it will also list out, dir list out session levels in the console, list out all the elements of the session. Yes, in the console, list out all elements. Elements may be that are variables. As of now, see, we didn't created any function, just we are creating only variables. Only variables we are creating. Whatever you are creating, that are available here. That are available here. Even if you want to delete any one of them, just use del keyword. Del of A. Del of A. Now see. Yes. What is a del? Whenever I am using a word, you have to ask a alphabet. I mean, hey, tell me what is del? No information. Single quotes. Happy. Steve. Del. Yes, del is a statement. Del target list. Anything. Del target element. Simply it will delete that one. See, deletion of the target list recursively delete each target. Simply we are giving one variable name, nothing else. So whatever that session level only, session level variables, you can load into the console, you can remove them also. You can remove them also. Come back. Okay. Now in the flow, today I am starting to you. We have a total 14 data types, sir. This will decide as how much we are going to good at this technology. So very first one integer, float, next one is a boolean, and next one is a complex. These are very simple and a primitive basic data types. We will call these four. These four we will call as a basic data types. Storing some values only, no doubt. And it's very simple also to using also. Integer, only integral number it will store. Integral number it will store. Integral number only it will store. Float number, this is a float number it will store. Float number it will store. Boolean, true, false. True, false. Complex, imaginary numbers concept. Now one by one we will move. So these are the basics. First I will list out, then we will move one by one. Very detailedly. Not like a simple gem. Detailedly we will move one by one. Very detailedly, not a simple component. So these 14 will decide us how much we are going to good at this technology. Believe me, it is very important. Believe me, it is very important. So don't miss a single component also. Right? And the sixth one, very first one is a string. Next one is a list. Now actual story will start from here. Tuple and dict, and you can take the set and frozen set and none. Next bytes array, and last, even it is not a last, range. These are the complete available data types. Complete available data types. And 5 to 14 we have a, we can call, just please remember this word, we can use the index concept. Just to remind that word, 5 to 14 data types we can use index concept. Important, sir, index concept I am saying to you. Maybe if I explain this time you may not get. Okay, now come back one by one, sir. Very first one I am selecting into data type. First of all, Python is a case sensitive scripting language, right? See, now come back to here. Generally, now I'm taking this console. Now, even you can take on the Linux also, no problem. Same. For example, I'm taking a value equals to 10. I have a two question. What it is? Type a, see, integer, just a number class. It is a type of a, means a is a object of class int. Now tell me this 10 number, for example, if I'm saying 200 and 235, what is a number system? Generally in our school days we have, what is this number system? Which number system we are using to represent? 235 is a which number system? We have a Roman system is there, Hindu Arabic system is there, decimal, binary, hexadecimal, octal format is there. Have you remember these words? Am I clear? Generally, we have so many number systems are there. For example, if I'm writing b equals to some number, I'm writing print of the value of, see how I'm writing the print statement. The value of b is whatever the string I want to print, I'm writing with a double quotes. Then after you have to default field separator, you have to use comma, and I'm writing only b, sir. Try to understand here. When you use the comma, the printing you will get the space. So what will happen here? Whatever you are writing between the double quotes, as it is, it will print. Double quotes closed is after you will get a space, but your B is not between the double quotes. Means wherever you have a one element which is in not double quotes or not in single quotes. Here there is no difference between double quotes to single quotes. If you write here, the if variable is exist in the dir function, in the console level, if the dir, if any variable is there with b, the b value will be loaded here. B value will be loaded here. See, the value of b is, yes, there is no difference. Print function we can use four types. One of them I am explaining to you. One of them. Either sides you can use single quotes or double quotes. For example, after this one, if you want to print some more string, comma, thank you. See, my customized text I am putting inside of the double quotes. Wherever I am providing the comma, the original here space is coming. Have you observed that point? Have you observed that point? Wherever I am providing comma, only one comma, don't give two commas consecutively. I mean, serially, you should not give more than one comma. Right, sir. Now I am going to talk detailedly. Now tell me how many. Okay, for example, I am writing one number 753. What is this number system? Generally, which number system we are using to represent the numbers?
Using decimal numbers.
Excellent, sir. Decimal numbers. Decimal number system. This is a decimal number system. Decimal number system. We have other data types also there. We have other data types also there. For binaries there. Generally, zeros and ones it will use. And next, any idea other? Hmm. One is number system. Next, binary. In any other data types based on just your based on your available information.
Hexadecimal, octal,
So decimal system means these are the values it will use 0 to 9. And binary means zeros and one. Every number in the form of zeros and ones. And next one, hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Yes. What is the base of these ones? Sir? Decimal number base is 10. Generally, we will call base 10 numbers. Binary systems, generally, we will call base 2. Or you agree these two? Why? Because how many digits are there here? Total. How many digits are there? 10. Here, how many digits are there? Base 2. 0 and 1. Hexadecimal means? Hexadecimal means? Hexadecimal means?
0 to 9
One.
and A to F.
Excellent. I mean, total. Yes, you're correct, sir.
15,
0,
15,
1, 2,
6,
3, 4, 5,
1 to
6,
9,
7,
0,
8, 9.
It is
and 8, A to F,
16 characters per bit.
16 characters.
Indirectly, these numbers are these values. Starting from 0, no? That's why f is 50. So now tell me what is the base of these numbers? Base of these numbers? 16. How many total digits are there in the hexadecimal? 16. Next, octal. Octal.
8 digits. 0 to 7.
And base 2 to 7, it's a base. Base 8 is there. Base 8 is there. Okay, now the question is, sir, when we are talking about int, I am introducing one word, mutable, immutable, immutable. First simple answer. Before entering into this one, I will explain one word. All primitive basic data types are mutable. Mutable means after creation of the variable, it will allow us to change its value. I mean, for example, I am writing a equals to 100. Print a, the value is, otherwise directly you can write a also, no problem, this much of thing. If I write a equals to 200, will it work or not? Next, I am reassigning some more another value. I am modifying the existing value of a. Will it accept or not? I am 100% it will accept. So modification is possible. Simply that you can call is a mutable. Sir. Mutable, mutable. You can call them as a mutable. That is, we can call as a mutable. Simply, you can call as a mutable. Coming components, immutable are there. It won't accept the changes. When you create new, that is fixed. Why? Because these four are single values only. Integer is a one number only, number only. For example, if it is a 235, if I writing, that is a one number only. We cannot divide 2 is a one number, 3 is a one number. All together, we when we call this is a number, we will call. It is a one single component. Single component. So all four data types are mutable. Mutable means can accept the changes. Simple. Can access the changes. Okay, now come back. Just please remember up to 4 all are mutable only. Immutable will start from the tuple. From here it will work. Okay, mutable means after creation of a variable we can change it its value. Its value. Changing is not possible. The a variable is not possible, we can call them as immutable. Fine. Now I try to understand. I am going to explaining to you. If I have a one number in the form of binary, how to convert to decimal? If I have a number hexadecimal, how to convert to decimal? If I have a number in octal, how to convert the decimal? And vice versa also. Vice versa also. That is the target. So here we have some functions are there. We have some functions are there. Before that one, just to give me a few keywords you have to remember. Sir. I'm taking one number. Sir, at any point you have a doubt, please ask me. Don't compromise at any given point. For example, I'm taking 47 is a one number. This number I want to represent in the binary. It's a 47 is a absolutely it's a decimal number, no doubt. Decimal number base 10. So how to write in the binary and how to write in the octal order I will move in. and how to write in the hexadecimal. This is a target. And please remember, generally binary format characters will start with, in the Python, generally it will start with the OB. OB. First come back here. I'm just providing okay, you can take the change the variable value. OB 1010. Print B. See why it is printing type? C equals to OB 111. Print of C. Print of C. See the result. I will come to the explanation. Print one second. D equals to 0 B 1 2 3 4. It will throw an error. Why? Because see, O 0 B is nothing but binary represented 0 0 B, not O 0 B. First character is a binary prefix numbers. So your, if when you define a variable a equals to 0 B, then after binary bits you have to provide binary bits. Binary bits. Sir, it is a 0 0 0 B for binary. Similarly, I am taking one more variable b, octadecimal, octa 0 alphabet O, alphabet O, alphabet O. It is a, it is a representation of octal. And next one more variable, 0x0 it is a hexadecimal starting prefix characters. Okay, now try to understand slowly. For example, this 47 is there, 47 is there. If I give this 40, how to convert it to binary system? Is there any idea? Is there any idea how to convert into binary system? Generally, it's similar to LCM. Have you remember this concept? In our school days, we have the 47. How to convert into binary system? Is there any idea? Any one of you? I want to convert. This is a decimal number. I want to convert to binary system. Why I am taking 2 here? Any idea? Why I am taking 2 here? It is a
So by
base 2. Yes.
because it has only two digits, 0 and 1.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it means it's a base 2 element. Base 2. Base is how much that number we have to take it. See, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Reminder whether that is 0 or 1, you have to write it. Continually, we have to follow this process to reach these area, I mean, this area to get the 0, then only we have to stop. Today we have a 23, no? Whenever this 23 area, if you get 0, there you have to stop it. When I divide with 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 1 is a remainder. Again with 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, remainder is 1. Next, if I am dividing with 2 5s are 10 and remainder is a 1. Next, 2 2s are 4, remainder is a 1. And 2 1s are 2, remainder is a 0. Again, 2 zeros are 0, remainder is 1. 1 will be 2 zeros are 0, remainder is 1. This step is different, sir. Now write in this way. I mean, this left side component, these one, these values, you have to write bottom to top 1 0 1 1 1 1 base 2. Perfect. It is a binary representation of 47. Is there any idea how to get back these numbers to? Okay, you are giving that one 1 0 1 1 1 1. It's a base 2. Okay, it is a base 2. You are saying that one. So it's a binary representation. Binary representation of decimal number 47. Fine, sir. How to write inside of the Python? What is the prefix for the binary numbers? Ah, what is the prefix? Just I said on the left side screen. What
Zero
is the
B.
prefix?
Zero B.
Zero, zero B.
Zero B.
Capital B
B.
or small? Here you can take capital B, small b, both will work. Then 101111. See the same thing. For example, any variable d equals to uh, print. When you are submitting, when you are storing into binary format to one variable, it is called a print d. See, it is printing, it is printing 47. See how simple it is, how simple it is. Okay, now my question is that when I am giving in the binary, it is giving in the decimal. Now my question is, if I am giving 47, is it possible to give the binary system? We are doing the manual work, no? First we are taking one number, first we are taking the number, then after that number we are converting into binary. The binary number format, if I give the 47, it is giving. Already we know this 47, that's why you are saying that is true. But now my requirement is, okay, fine, it is absolutely correct. It is giving to you, if you submit the binary, it is giving to you decimal. Now my question is, if I give the decimal, will it give the binary? That is the question.
Some
So
function has
this
to be used.
process, yes, please go ahead. Yes,
I'm saying maybe a function has to be used because directly it will not give it to be a decimal.
excellent, sir.
To be a
Definitely, you are correct. Yes, but okay, yes, definitely there is a one function is there. Bin, absolutely, you are correct, sir. Bin function is there. Okay, before entering into inside of this one, I have one question, sir. For example, apart from the prefix, this is a binary number. Please, everyone, you have to respond. Sir, it is the easiest technology. We feel like in the marketing, people is creating some fear, but really it is very easy if you involve in the session. If you are not muting from your end, I have to do in this way, sir. Fine, sir. Now this is a binary number. Uh, how to convert to decimal number? First activity. 47 to binary to 40, it's a base 2. Then how to convert to uh, decimal number? Generally in the school is how we did this activity. If I'm giving a number, how to convert to this number to decimal number. Binary number is there given. How to convert to no? How to convert to number system? I mean decimal number system. Have you remember this one? Base is 2, 2 power 0. Ah, we have to multiply 2 power 0. ఏదైనా ఐడియా వస్తుందా అండి ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ చూస్తుంటే ఎప్పుడైనా 2
125.
power 1, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. మన స్కూల్లో చదువుకున్నప్పుడు ఇవి ఎక్కడ అర్థం ఎక్కడ వస్తాయా అనుకున్నాం. బట్ see, even in the IP address also same concept, IPv4.
Uh, There is one more method, Naga. I mean, we can simply double the digits from left to right. Sorry, right to left.
Absolutely. I mean, you are correct.
W-
Actually, this is a
Uh,
thing. These values are double. Yeah, correct, sir. I mean,
mm,
any number power 0 is 1. It is 2. 2 square is a
4,
4. And 8.
8, 16, 32.
And 2 power 5 is the 32. And just multiply and add it, sir. What is the number? 31. Wherever you have a ones, multiply it, add it. 32 1 is there, 32 ones are 0 into 16, 0, leave it. And next one is a 1 8 is a 8, and 4 the 4, 1 2 is a 2, 1 1 the 1. So all together 32 plus 8, 40, uh, 40, 44, 46, 47. Yes, this is a general method. But here, to how to convert a decimal number to binary, that is a target. When I'm giving 47, you are using like a LCM concept, left side. So for instead of doing that activity, there is a one function is there bin. There is a one function is there bin. It is saying that one. So if you don't know how, ask everything help. If you submit in this way, just it is giving the 0p, then after decimals. See, forward slash you have to remove, ignore it. It's a current system only. Just number, even example also there here. At Python prompt, bin of any number and binary system representation it is given. See, for our clarity, 47 having 104 ones. Okay, I am using bin of 47. Correct? Correct? Yes, same statement only we submitted or not without quotes. And it is giving some value, not here, 0 here and here. Z equals to 0b1111 print of z, see, and x equals to 0b1111 print of x. Now tell me the difference. Why z is not printing and why x is printing the value?
Because one is within the quotes and it is a string.
When you submit the binary format, you should not use singular double quotes. It feel like it's a string. It's a characters. When you're submitting, in you are storing a binary, any format, but not only binary, any format, you have to use this one. Without single quotes or double quotes, you have to store. And if you call generally, it will print decimal format. Yes, if you submit binary, printing decimal, directly is there simply. If you are giving how to convert binary, yes, here it is a proof. Simply there is a one function is there bin. Bin function, bin of any decimal number. Really, this word I will write it. Bin of decimal number, decimal number, decimal number. Then it will give to you binary format. I have a one question. I have a different doubt in my mind. It is a point number. So generally we will call float number. What is your expected answer? For 3, I can say 3. Only if I use 3, I can say 1 1. If I use only 5, I can say 101. If I am using 3.5, what is the decimal number you are expecting? You have to respond for this question.
Maybe 0b11.101.
In the definitely you are expecting a decimal number. Am I right?
Yes, Naga.
Yes.
It is decimal number or not? Generally, 3.5 you are feeling like a decimal number? If yes, if yes, if yes, 3 is there in the decimal number list. Again, I will go back. No worries. 3 is there in the list. Yes. 5 is there. Yes. Is there any dot? Is there any dot full stop? Is there any full stop?
No.
In the
No.
so now see
Uh,
float object cannot be converted. changed, interpreted as an integer. That is a plan. So don't try with this is a tricky bit, sir. Remaining anyone can understand this is a tricky bit. So when you try to convert float number to binary format, listen, float number to binary format, float number to not a decimal format. Listen carefully these words. A float point having number we are converting to binary. Then you are getting this error. Yes, this is an important point, sir. So only these nodes is too enough, sir. Float numbers we cannot convert. Yes, but note float numbers we can convert as a integer numbers or decimal numbers. Maybe this point at this point seems to be new, but try to understand line number 83 pointer. Then after why I am saying 85 number, I will explain. Float number we can convert to decimal number, but line number 83, what is your target? Your target is you are trying to write bin of 3.5. Yes, error. It is an error. The reason is a above line statements. The reason is a above line statements. Finds are about the decimal number. In the form of first of all, when you give first you know how to provide the binary. Binary. For example, one number is there, it's binary. If you store this binary into one variable, it will print the value. Sir, now have a one doubt. 0b, this number is there. I want to know what is this number. I mean, completely ones and zeros only. What is its decimal number? My question is very straightforward. What is this number? Give me one clarity. If you store, is it clear how to convert a number to binary? Bin function activity is clear. A decimal number to binary, is it clear this one? Please, sir, you have to. It's interactive training, not like an other training, sir. It is interactive training. You have to respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, my next question is: I am giving a binary. Print is the decimal number.
Will be from right hand side 2 to power 0 plus 2 to power 0 plus 2 to power 1, then plus 2 to
Okay,
power 2.
right. Absolutely, sir. See, I am trying with this one. I am trying to storing 0b101111 just with selected one example. Absolutely, doing the same thing or not? Int of 1 1. What is a 1 1 value generally? Binary system 1 1 means which is equal to which number? 1 1?
5.
3.
3
Sorry,
3.
3.
3, right?
2
3.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now see, we have a two answers. See, sir, simple conclusion. If you are missing or you enter to the lately into to any format, here any format inside of this one. I mean, int of binary format means int of 0b ones and zeros. It will give to you in decimal number. And next upcoming also int of after int of hexadecimal anything. And this is a one version, and second version bin of any decimal number. If you give any decimal number, it will give to you Binary format representation. Now, two ways we are experts are now. Two ways we are experts now. Am I right now? Is it clear? This one, these two things are clear. Ram, is it clear? Ram, Sri Ram, everything is clear about these two. Simple. Int and bin only I discussed as of now.
Yes, clear.
Then in the int only, in int data type only, I am entering into one more data type, octal, octal, octal. For example, 100 is there, sir. Otherwise, just take 105. So it's a one number. Pure, it's a decimal number. Decimal number. Now I want to convert as a octal format. Next, first my question is decimal to octal and octal to decimal. Major is a decimal, sir. Major is a decimal. So octal means basis, 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 basis 8. Divide it
This
with 8.
H.
105. Yes. 8 ones are 8. 2 is left, sir. 25. 8 3 is a 24. Remainder is 1. Next. 8 ones are 8. Remainder is 7. 8 zeros are 0. Remainder is 1. So write in this way. This area.
Remainder is
This
5,
component.
not 7.
8 ones are 8. Yes, you are correct, sir. 5 here. Thank you. So 151. It's the base 8. Same thing I want to ask it. What is the prefix of the big question? What is the prefix of the octadecimals? Binary is a 0B is there. Here
0 O.
O simple.
Zero,
O 0.
0.
zero. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. A equals to 0 O. What is that one? 151. Print A. Yes, we are getting the same number or not? 151 in the not decimal format here, not a decimal format. Is there you are expecting if I'm giving like 105 only, otherwise 1000, can you convert into the octal format?
Yes,
Like
oct of
previous question, that's also previous question, bin of 25, yes, you are provided bin, convert to binary. Similarly, oct is there. Is it really are there? I am going to search. Really it is there. Really it is there. After a number, just provide a number, it will give to you in this way. Act of, act of, what is the number? Just we used. What is the number here? 105. Yes, is it correct? Correct. Okay. One user is there like me, he is providing 151 and print, it is an octal number only. I am only saying that one print its integer number, decimal number.
int of that.
Int
Int
of
of, int, yes,
Int
int
of.
will work, int of, int of. It will work with every data type. I mean binary, octadecimal, hexadecimal. Simple, no? After learning the first one, second one is very easy. So these
Does print
data types,
always,
sorry, print.
can I ask? I'm asking, does print always convert to int? Like A, when it was 00151, when we printed A, it was giving 105. We did not
Okay, let
use
me,
any over there.
no. you are asking this one, correct?
Yes.
See, it is printing as it is. So this int data type is interview point is important, but in reality, I didn't see in any automation scripts, but interview point it is very important. So we can easily create a confusion in the person. Like there is no big things. The total four data types are there. What are the things we are learning in the integer data type? Simply, if you ask in the integer data type, end of this concept, we will get int. It will work with every data type. It will work with every data type. Then now you know bin, you know apt. Now you are going to learn Excel. That's all.
So I
These
think,
four only. Yes, yes.
sir, I think he's asking print of octa numbers.
Can you? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. If you print of 00151,
directly is trying to asking.
yeah,
Zero,
that will
zero.
convert into integers, decimal
Here.
number.
See first. See, this is the one he is asking directly.
So basically,
Perfect.
it is directly converting into it.
Directly it is print. Your Python knows only one
Why
concept, sir. Very
convert to int anytime we just print with
abs-
any of the
abs-
number.
correct, correct. I mean, without int, we can print it. But one issue will come when I store into one variable. Print of a, see, when you store something to one variable, the if I use, yes, you are correct. If I use the print, will it storing anything?
No,
No,
No, that is the issue. That's why I am not referring that print. My plan is stored to something. But see, directly disprinting, when I'm calling A, it is simply giving one of our 12th data type, I think so. 11th data type name it is print. Print will work. Your Python knows only one format, sir, by default. That is a decimal only. That is a decimal. Okay, good. And thank you for that. Actually, that previous I didn't understand your question. Now I got it. Simple, sir. Last one. Last one. Hexadecimal. Base 16. First, try to work with this hexadecimal. Interesting fact you will get. Generally, hexadecimals means we have to divide with the 16. For example, 256. 256 అంటే డైరెక్ట్ ఉంటుంది లేదండి 1000 1000, let's take the 1000. And for our information, A means how much here? A means I'm writing clearly. Why? Because here there is a chance to do mistake. Up to here. 0 to 9 anyhow, that are the small numbers only. I mean, small numbers means direct numbers only. Yes, now divide with 60. Divide with 60. Yes. 16 6 are 96. 4 is there, 40. 16 2s are 32. Remainder is 8. Am I right, sir?
yes, sir.
Next, 16. Hmm.
Threes.
16 3 is the 48. 48 means how much remaining, sir? Here 2 at there 12.
Yeah, 14.
14.
14 is E.
14 is E. And 16. You should not write 14 directly, this one.
Yeah,
0.
so that is
3. Just remember the 0. 3 E8. Okay, check it.
yeah.
So in my hand, in my
0x
hand,
3E8.
Uh, 3, E, 8. Correct? So prefix for the hexadecimal is a 0x. 0x. Is there any confusion? What is your expected? For example, I am using face, FAC, face. What is a face is, can I call, is it in the form of hexadecimal representation? I am saying one number face. Now
Yes.
tell me, F is there in the hexadecimal system? A, C,
Yeah.
E. Remainder is 15F. Remainder is 1A. Sorry, remainder is 10A. Remainder is 12C. Remainder is 14 is E. What is this number value? This hexadecimal number value. I am giving to you hexadecimal number, sir. Int of, int of,
Interface.
correct or not? Okay. What is the expected function to decimal number to hexadecimal? What is the function you are expecting? Help of bin, oct, similar to like that.
Yes.
Bin of one number if I'm providing, it is coming. Oct of so one number is providing, it is coming in the octa. Now similarly, hexadecimal, what is your expected function? Yes or no? Is there any chance to hexa? Yes or no, sir?
Yes, I think so.
See, this is
Oh,
the one. Now see, hexa, your just a decimal number you can provide it 64,206. See, came or not? Came or not? That is the one. Int of OX of phase, just we use it now. Just you use it. Int of any other words? Yes, sir. R is not there. Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. See how simple it is, Nathan?
sir, if you give int of ox face in lowercase,
Lokesh.
lowercase, yeah, face, FAC.
It will work, sir. No doubt. Here, while representing small letters, capital, you can use anything.
Okay.
Here also. Here also. No need
Hmm.
to small. You can use capital B also. Here, capital X also.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Is there now we can say we are good at all four functions. Int will work anywhere, sir. Int we can convert to, by default it's a decimal format, and we can convert integer number to binary, any number, integer to oct hexadecimal, and vice versa. Yes, everything is clear, sir. Why? Because you are going to get the questions from this component only. If you are saying yes, out of the 13, one is over. Simple, sir. Very simple way. This is a simple thing. So as of now, I will write a list, sir. I will write a list. Every session, I will follow this one. What are the known components and functions? Simply having the brackets only. having the brackets only I am using. Length, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after type over dir, and the sixth one is a print, and seventh one sys of get size of. These I said basic. Now eighth one int, ninth one is a bin up x. So this list we have to complete. When we reach to total 70 default built-in functions are there. How many we are going to use in this journey, we will see. Right? Now come to the, I written one point. I said maybe this point you may not understand at that time of explaining line number 83. But now read this one, float number we can convert as a decimal number. Okay, now I am trying to explaining to you second data type in the journey, that is a float. Float. Generally float is nothing but decimal number. Some some decimal number, point, and what we will call actually the original word, integral part and a decimal part. Not number, decimal part. Decimal part. Decimal part means like this one. 12 dot 3, 4, 5. We have to call individually decimal part. Actually, this value is a 0 by 1 by 10. T value is 0.1 originally. 1 by 10. 1 by 10, and 4 value is a is it right? 0.01, correct? And 5 value is a 0.001. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
We will call 1 by 10 generally, 1 by 100th, 1 by 1000, 3 by 10 first. Nothing but decimal point will come to 0.3. Directly that value I'm writing. That position value, face value, if you want to get, multiply this to 3 into 0.1, 0.3, 4 into this value. Okay, simple, sir. There is no chance to simple. There is a note, binary number we cannot convert. Sorry, float number we cannot convert. Bin up hexadecimal. Big headache came and over. Simple answer. But one more function is there. Okay, first to store some value. A equals to 12.3456. Type of A, print of A. Good, it is working. Then bin of 12.3456. Binary means maybe you say 0B.
It will be error.
Error only, no need to try that one. For example, bin of 1, 2, 3, 4, happily it is working. Bin of 100, happily it is working. Bin of 99, yes. Bin of 1.2, no, I don't know this one, it is saying that one. After, bin of 12, yes. After 1.2, simply it is saying the same error, float. And error number are also your error name. At exception handling time, same thing we will use type error, float object. Which one is a float object? This value 1.2 float object cannot be interpreted as an integer. The only integer purpose only possible. Sir, here now my question is, these three are not possible. Now my question is it possible to convert integer to float and float to integer? Float to integer means I
Yeah,
have one
print of.
ready-made function is there. Ready-made function is there. Means you can take this one directly or indirectly also. Okay, type of A, good. Int of A. What is your expected result?
Well,
12
12.
or 12? Okay,
12.
12. Fine, sir. Now B equals to 13.99 type of, no, I'm sorry, int of B.
14.
14.
Mhm.
No, 13.
Sorry.
13 only. You are thinking rounding number.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Maybe your answer is correct. When we use I have one function, your answer is correct. I have one function is there, round round function. What is the meaning of round function? It will rounding number. It will print. Decimal point after, for example, round 13.5 is there, which is near to round means exactly integer number it will print, sir. Now tell me, 13.5, 13 is near or 14 is near?
Exactly the middle.
Okay, then I will take 7. Ah,
14
now
is the answer.
14. Now same question, sir. Sir, if it is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, in the 5 area, which one I selected on my screen? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. It will go to left side. Means
13.
ah, yes, you can unmute based on your requirements, sir, but backgroundly I'm getting some noise. Got it? Is it clear about this one? In the 5 area, yeah, 0 to 4 is there, it will go to 13. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many digits came, sir, here? How many digits came? Here are 5, here also 5. Equally balanced or not? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 5, 5. Now tell me, 13.5, is it middle one or right side one?
Right, sir.
Right side one.
Right side one. Even now it is time, for example, round off. Okay, you can store a number into one variable also. No need to store always directly. I'm writing round off a comma 2. What is your expected result? Now, if I call a, yes, I will agree 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. But comma 2, just assume that Python is you whatever your expectations, 50% that the answer will be same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
1, 2,
mean,
5.
these two number of decimals after the point.
Yeah.
It will print a decimal points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3.4.
Correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay. If it is correct, I have one more question in my mind. Same. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 point after you have to give that answer. Point after.
3.5.
X,
3.35.
X 3.5. Yes, this is a one, sir. 4 it will print or 5 it will print. What is the beside character you have to see? For example, here 4, you are asking two decimals up to this area. Am I right? A comma 2 means up to this area. A comma 2 means up to 2 area. Now the question is, will it print 4 or 5? That is depends on the beside character, sir. Beside character digit. 4 beside 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, no change. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 there, this 4 will be changed to 5. Praveen, is it clear? Praveen, is it clear? What I am saying
Yes,
in the
yes,
decimal point?
yes, yes.
Okay, one more query. Sir, when we select one component end to end, we have to learn. That is my main intention. Count of b comma 2, 1, b comma 1 only. Is it 12.5, 12.6? You are selecting optimizing.
12.6. 12.6. 12.6.
That is the one. So I am going to add one more component here, round and round comma number of decimals. Now I am adding one more component, float. Float. Sir, after 20 minutes I will give you a small break. You don't worry. Okay, float. For example, I have a one number. There is a float function is there. Anyhow, eighth one also there. I think it is very clear. Int of, if I am giving a float number, A is a float number. Directly also you can give it. Int of 1 to some decimal numbers. See, fine, perfect. So this logic whole integral decimal part only. Here 9 is say there's a why it is not changing to 13. Only the logic is for only decimal numbers. Okay, sir. Now have one integer number is there. If I'm giving A is a integer number, I'm going to convert as a float number. Will it works first? If it works, what is your expected answer?
Yeah, 235.
234.00.
Excellent, sir. Now 00 means only it will consider 10 only. That's simple. Simple, very simplest answer. Point 0 it will add. Point 0 it will add. That's all, sir. This is a maximum information about the float. Only one function was introduced here. That is a float function. Float function. And float to round also you can consider, that is also helpful as you working with floats. Next one is a Boolean data type. So this one, there is two special keywords are there. Really, in total, in Python having
True and
just to
false.
Python having just a matter of 35 keywords. No, how simple it is. Just a matter of 35 keywords. 35 keywords. Only three total. Okay, I will print in a proper order, sir. Actually, it's not a original font. Original font is comic. One second. What is the original font? Give me 1 second. Now it's a proper alignment. Oh, out of 35, this is a complete Python. We are going to use 35 keywords. Previously 32, now added 3. So only 3 keywords having first character is capitalized. That are false. One of our data type none. Actually, none is a keyword, sir. None type is a data type. And true. These 3 keywords only starting letter is capital. Remaining all are small. So this is also different and tricky bit. So which keywords are capitalized with their first character? Only these 3. So false true, sir. Generally, yes or no purpose, sir. This we can use for yes or no purpose. Like first, A equals to true. A equals to true. Type of A. Type of A. Type of A. Type of A. For example, I'm taking Boolean of. I'm taking B equals to same Boolean function also there, sir. Now type of B. Type of B boolean. You can create the, for example, C is there. What is now presently if I'm using C, okay, C is already there. No, 1 second. I will do one thing. Uh, Z also there? Okay. Z is I think not there. Z equals to what is the concept of this one? Can you give this one? What is the data type after assigning this one? What is the concept of this one? Okay, I am asking you one question. Create a integer variable. Now tell me without value, is it possible? Okay, maybe you may answer like this one. Now the data type is integer. Now I am asking you create a integer data type. Create a integer data type. Can I call in this way? Is it fine? Simple. I am not providing any value. Yes or no? Creating of
Yeah.
integer data type. Same way,
Yeah.
creation of the float data type. Float function you can use it. Float function. Type of ZB. So always storing the value, it is fine. Okay, after storing, it is deciding it is a decimal or it is an integer or float. But without providing any value, I want to know, define as an integer. Yes, now it is an integer. But if I try to print the yy, if I print the yy,
Throw an error.
so simply it is saying that one there is no value print, spelling mistake. Print of yy. Default value came now. Similarly, bull. See, for example, x equals to false. Type of x. The genuine simple logic node. True means one, sir. True means one. Simple. False means zero. If you remember this one, sir, the concept is very simple. See, print of true of true of true of true. What is your expected answer? Otherwise, a equals to true. Print of a plus a plus a.
3.
1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1.
I mean, you are finally saying
It
that the
is
answer is.
true.
It would be
I'm,
true.
I'm trying to say to you, true, true, true. You
True
are
means
trying to say
true plus true.
It is true.
that is answer. Simple.
Only true. Mm.
Yes, what I said here.
Sir, one question, sir. A equal to true, B equal to false. What will be print A plus B?
1.
Yes, sir.
True.
Print of B. See, print of A. Print of A plus B.
Print of A
Now,
plus B? Yes.
True. False.
print of A into B.
0.
0.
0. False.
One into. See, false means this is the simplest logic, sir. In depth to understand this concept, false means zero, true means one. False means zero. Blindly, you can believe that one. Okay, bull means other data types. I can create in this way boolean data type. Is it fine? Is it correct way? Like integer data type, like float data type. Can I create a boolean data type? In this way, is it
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
No, I think so. No, sir.
No, it will it correct only. We can create it. Like how you are saying yes for here.
Okay.
Now why it is wrong? Absolutely, it is also correct. Like BB equals to boolean of print of BB by default value it is printed. Now my question is, sir, my question is very simple. I am asking boolean of 23. Okay. Otherwise, wait some time. Like P equals to bull P equals to 23, type of 23, type of P. No, it is converting again integers. No, this is not suitable. I am taking one more example. Q equals to bool of 1. What is the Q value if I call?
True.
1,
True.
1, 1. Is it Q, type of Q, ID of Q? I am using 3 elements. What is that one? Q, true, type, boolean, address. One more question, sir. Now, Q equals to Q, R equals to boolean of 0. Same question.
False.
Type of R. Are you agree? Is it false?
Yeah.
False.
R is equal to boolean of 234. It will work first point. Maybe you may say like that. What is a yes and what is it? What is a yes stored value? What is a yes?
Type is int.
Very strictly, yes is a data type is boolean only. Why? Because we created that one. Okay, I will print this value. It's a boolean only. Now tell me.
When it's true. True,
Simple,
sir.
sir. Only 0 is a false. Remaining all
True.
values are true. Any value you can submit here. Any value you can submit here. For example, s equals to boolean of except 0, except 0. See, boolean of minus 20. Now maybe someone think like me.
True.
Hmm.
False.
Definitely, we may get some doubt. Why? Because it is a negative number. But what I'm saying, except 0, everything is true only. Is there any confusion, sir, in the Boolean data type?
No, sir.
Simple and all positive numbers, non-zero numbers, all are true only, sir. Only 0 will be false. So, for if you want to take false, Boolean of false, F is capital, Boolean of 0, or any expression with coming 0 result, this is also false only. So maybe there is a chance they may ask in this way, sir. That's why I'm giving to you end-to-end component. Only one more function introduced, that is here. That is a boolean. Next one, sir, complex. Real, it is not useful for us. Complex is nothing but complex function is there here also. Like what is a complex? Imaginary number. I don't know how to use it. See, come on. Line number 105 lines are there. Complex is a one class. Class name is a complex. They're defined in this way. Complete information. Imaginary number is there, real number is there. Imaginary number is there, real numbers are there. See, very simple, sir. J concept we have to use. Really, it is not useful for us, but see, A equals to one real number. Real number means integral number, decimal number. 3j. You know j value. J square equals to minus 1. I think in plus 2 level we have this concept, sir. In the physical science, vectors concept is there. I am not sure. This is 2000 in CBSE only. 2010-11 year time. Is it clear about the vectors? Two direction vectors, scalars and vectors. That time we may have this word. Those who came from the science and math background, they know this word. Am I clear, sir? This word,
Yes, sir.
so really it is not useful for us, but its functions little bit important. For example, in this one, what is a real number? What is an imaginary number? And multiplications. Slowly we will understand that one, but wait. Why? Because as of now, I am not using DIR. For example, A equals to 20. What is a DIR class methods? So many are there. I am not using this word as of now. Even if I'm taking a, what is this? This is a float. I'm not using dir of b. If I call, so many subcomponents we are getting. That is also one more level is there, sir. There we have to see. Yes. So just hold on. That is the imaginary number concept only. There is a one more concept added. That is a complex. So complex means real number plus imaginary number with the J keyword, J keyword, J keyword. So these are the basic data types. It can store single values only. Why they are calling this integer, float, full, complex? All these are the we will call as a basic data types. The reason is very simple. It can store single values in the single variable name. That is the actual thing. So now actual journey, now onwards we are going to see. From this string, till this is a virtual subject. Really this is a virtual subject. Right? End of the day, you are going to write a beautiful script. Not end of the day, sir. You can take any one of the previous or completed batch sessions. Yeah, either in the morning or evening. Okay, evening. Very recently completed batch. So schedule. Okay, this is similar to assignment. So like this type of questions you are going to write on. We have to use a word break. Break is a no, break absolutely. It's inside of the loop only, no road. See, finally you will write it, sir. But in this level of subject, you won't get only in one session, sir. Regular participation, live session participation is important. Right, sir? Now take a small break, sir. Small break. Like now 12 to 11:27 in India. Now you can observe this watch 11:27. So we will meet at 11:40, sir. 11:40 highest. Just to take 30 minutes break. We will connect you to. I will jump to one more component, biggest concept, stringed data type. String after I will stop that one, but it will take 1 hour session. Just take a small break.
This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, and welcome back to data types concept. We are talking about the fifth data type. As of now, the four data types are basic data types in the Python, which can store single values only. Numbers are complex number also, it's a single element only. Here also it's a single element only. You can take this is a single element. Should you have to use J keyword? How to use J keyword? It's a single element only. This together only we will call as a complex number. Now when we work with the string, first what is a string? Simply a collection of characters. A variable name, any variable name, you can store characters, collection of characters surrounded by either single quotes to whatever the characters. Characters are you can provide any string, generally alphabets. But really, here not only strings are okay. You are writing anything are here that will be converted to as a as a string I mean, double quotes, you can write it either single quotes. Anything you can write it. A string area, maybe you can use characters, any integer, float, or complex. Finally, it will convert to string only. Just confusion bit here. Closely observe. Now, come back here. Ah, I'm sorry. A equals to good morning. Good morning. So don't try with one side single quotes, one side double quotes. Either single quotes or either double quotes. Type of A, print of A, print of A. Good morning, good. Ah, B equals to Python programming and automation. Good. Print of B, print of type of B, string. Good. Ah, C equals to 12. 12. 12. So should write everything instead of the double or single quotes only. Now tell me what is a data type of C? What it will print?
String and
Data type is string.
Data type is string. C. Print C. Print C. Print C. Type of C. Why? Because which
String.
is where which is in single quotes. Which is in single quotes. Like Z equals to 12 point some number. Type of Z. Print Z. While printing, it is ignoring that quotes. But see, Z is a string. For example, I'm writing A equals to Python, B equals to 12, A plus B, A plus B,
Python space 12.
Type error.
type excellent, sir. Type error. Why? Because both are two different data types. Both are two different data types. Same question. Python, sorry, Python, B equals to 12, A plus B plus A. Yes, working or not?
Python
Python
12
12.
dot.
Right. Same data types, so that's why it's a string concatenation only. String concatenation only, nothing else. So to store the single value, string can convert anything to, I mean, any value it will convert to string. Here we can store string value in two levels. Single line string you can store it like a variable name, and string you can write it. And multi-line string also you can store it. Multi-line string also you can store it where triple double quotes you can write anything here. You can write anything here, and closing also triple double quotes. Or else single triple single quotes and close it. It is also multi-line string representation. Like Z equals to hi, good morning to R, thank you. Type of Z, print of Z, X equals to I Q R, type of X, print of X. Simple, no? How simple it is printing. After single quotes, if you are not typing anything, it will take a new line. That's why it is for empty here. You are not typing anything. But in above example, immediately I typed hi. That's why hi is printed. So you can represent in two ways. There is a one chance. As of now, we have observed for every data type, there is a one function is there. Even we didn't discuss it complex. See complex 2 comma 3. I'm sorry, complex 2 comma 3. I have observed this point. Complex 4 comma minus 3. Yes. Even int float, boolean. Like same way, we have a string function also there. We have a string function also there. String of 12. String of 12. String of 3 plus 4j. Yes, str is a function, sir. Simply. str is a function. str of anything. Anything you can give it. Anything means, again there is a one more dot. Float, bool, complex, any string. It will convert as a string object. String object. There is a one function is there. str, which is nothing but string function. String function. Anything it will convert to string. Anything it will convert to string. Anything it will convert to string. String. Anything it will convert to string. I have one big question and confusion question in my mind. This is a one. B equals to str of A, print of B, type of B. Now tell me, sir. I will give the first answer. B will be printed at 20. What is the data type?
String.
String.
String only. Same activity if you want to do manually, you have to write in this way. No need any function. Which is equals to D equals to str of 20. Are you agree this one? Both are same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple. Instead of str, I am using single quotes or double quotes. Single quotes or double quotes I am using. There is a str function is there. Even now it is time to explaining to you. Generally, there is an input function is there, sir. Input is a one function in Python to take the runtime inputs. To take the runtime input purpose, we will use input function. Generally, we can type anything, the same thing will be enter a number. Same thing will be printed, sir. 20. Again, it will be print. Again, it will print on the screen. Whatever you are providing, same thing it will be printed into screen. Now what I'm doing now, I'm taking into one variable input, enter a number. If I'm providing 200, if I press the enter, like previous screen, previously there is no variable. You know equal operator. Equal operator will perform left side action, right side action, and same thing will be loaded into the C variable. General equal operator perform the right side execute the right side expression, the result will be stored into C variable. Now if I press the enter, will it print the 200 or not?
It will not print. It will be stored in C.
Excellent, it will store into the C. Now what is your expected data type of C?
Integer.
String.
String. Yeah.
You have to remember input function always read the data, always read the data in the form of string only, in the form of string only. But now tell me, sir, how to resolve this problem? For example, I am expecting a number, enter a number. I want to convert to integer after taking this one.
Integer of Z.
Excellent. First to take into some value, then after you are calling this one. Am I right? If you call Z, it is integer.
We will give integer also before input.
Excellent, sir. This is also correct, sir. That explanation also correct here. But we have to take one more variable. Z equals to you are storing this one. For example, I am storing one number. Then you have to convert int of Z. What is a Z?
String.
Which type of string? a number string. Am I right? Z is a number string. Means in single or double quotes, a number is available in the form of string. That is, we will call as a number string. Number string. 120 is loaded in this way. 120 will be loaded in this way. This result I am storing into one x. Now tell me, if I print x, what is the result? What is the result?
120 type int.
Type is an int. Type is an int. In the same way, for example, enter name like Praveen. Now x equals to int of z. Will it work? What is the meaning? Z is nothing but indirectly it is a Praveen. You are saying that one converted to Praveen to you're saying that one convert to integer. When you do
It's
some
type error.
operation with yes,
Type error.
when you work with any operation with int, you have to check is it a float, no problem, but you are providing a string which is in single quotes. Is it a character integer string or not? Integer string? Praveen is integer string? No. So value error we are getting, not typecasting, value error that is we are getting. Hmm. Now one more answer I received. Input function nature is always take the data in the form of string only. Sir, very simple. In input, you can write anything, enter a number. This value you have to convert which data type? This value you have to convert to which data type? Is it integer or not?
Yes, yeah.
Is it integer or not? Just to put this one. And before that one variable. First this will execute. Then after it will convert to integer. Then after that result will be stored into Z. Either you can follow this method or else you can take in this way. One more temporary variable you have to take it, then print and type of x. So please confirm it. Why? Because it is a double function activity. Is it clear? Those who are learning very first time about the Python,
Clear, sir.
learning yes. Karthik, Alex, Janardhan, please confirm it.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is clear.
Yes. So any data type string to another one, but make sure is it integer string or not. Even you can write the float also, no problem. In this area, you can write float also, it will work. Input of enter a number. Will it work, sir, if I'm providing this number? If I provide 23, will it work? 23 it will be converted as a float number. See, float of 23. Will it work? It will definitely it will work. Definitely it will work. Yes or no? You can take integer or float, whatever the requirement. See, based on this one, I'm going to write a script. To write the script. Go to the file, take new, first save into some location, in D directory, like a equals to int of input of enter first number, b equals to int of all are small letters only, enter second number, print of the sum is a plus b. Then the difference is a minus b after comma, which is outside of the double quotes or single quotes. The product is a into b. General symbols only. The division is a by b. All are print options only. Save it and run this function. Come to the 1, 2, 3, 4th option. F5. Enter the first number. 25, 35. Yes. Happy. Is there any confusion thing, sir? Especially my concentration is here typecasting. Is it clear about this first script?
Yes, sir.
If you feel it is, I mean, big one, like small one, you have to take one more variable. For addition, you have to take one variable, and subtraction you have to take. Otherwise, A1, A2, I mean A3, and A4. And here instead of A plus B, my plan is why we should take extra variable. We can achieve the same thing. This is our 25 minus 1, 156 product. The division area is value A4. Can I use round function here? Will it work? Will it work? Round of comma 1. Will it work? Yes,
Yeah,
0.9230 is printed.
yes, sir. Should
Shaker, will it work? Shaker? 0.9230 something printing on the screen. Actually, it is a normal A4 only. A4, the decimal number it is printing. Like 0.92307 back screen. If I give round of A4 or decimal one, see, same inputs if I provide.
will work, sir.
Correct or not? That is the difference. Okay. Now, when we work with this is a general information, is it? Okay. Now that's a come back. When we work with string, we have to now there is a one concept is there indexing and slicing and insertion order. Insertion order. These three words we have to understand detail. Indexing, generally indexing we can use with, there are two types of indexes are there. First of all, forward and reverse. Reverse. So these indexing we can use from the iterable objects only. It is not supported for basic data types. Means first see one example. Okay. S equals to I'm writing Python scripting. Yes. Indexing means just you have to use the square brackets. Here you can use some numbers, sir. And when I'm calling, if it is iterable object, for example, A equals to one number I'm writing. If I'm calling length of A, what is your expected output? Is it 3? Is it 3? Length of A? Is it 3? A is a one integer. A is a one integer.
Yeah,
What is your expected answer?
length should be used only for the strings.
Absolutely. Iterable objects only. Basic data types purpose, we should not use length. Even we should not use the index concept. See, S of G, S is there, sir. S is a one string, good. S of 0, S of 1. You are getting something, no? Very simple. When you take indexing is working. How the index is working? Now see, there are two types of indexing are there. Slicing also there, now indexing. You are storing Python scripting. Python. Yes. For example, you are writing Python space. This is a one term. So now see how the data will be stored here. Let me show again. So there are two types of indexes are there, forward and reverse. We are very habituated to forward only, but the fact is reverse also there. Forward is nothing but left to right, from P to this assembly. So we have to use index will start from 0. Forward means 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3. For example, number of characters are 20, sir. What is index, last index number? Number of characters are 20. So what is
19.
the last? 19 will be the last one. But how to find out how many characters are there in the Python scripting? Yes is a one variable. Can I use length of yes? Will it work? Will it work? Will it
Yes,
work?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Length of yes is a number of characters. Generally, how we will count 1, 2, 3. Now tell me, index will work from where to where? It is 0 to 15, sir. 0 to 15. Number of characters are 16. Like how we will count a number 1, 2, 3 like that. See, S of 15. What is your expected result? S of 16. Okay, S of 16. S of 16.
None. None.
S of 16. S of 16.
Index out of it.
Is not there, sir.
Index error, not there, but 15 is working. So generally it will work from 0, 1 to 3, sir. This is a 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, but I don't know the last element, I want to access it. Is there any logic, sir? I don't know the number 16 or 15. Is there any logic? I want to access the last element.
Index of -1.
That's a index of -1. That is reverse indexing. Can I call in this way? Are you agree? Length
Length of
of yes.
minus 1.
Right, sir. -1. Yes. See here. Yes is a complete yes of 2, 3, 4. I'm writing generally. It is giving. Now think math. Just to technically, you have to observe this one, sir. What it seems to be big one, but what is the value? Is it indicating last element or not? Length of yes. Length of yes 16. 16 minus 1. 15. Last element. Correct or not? Correct or not? So this is a forward. Reverse index also there, sir. That will works from -1. -1, -2, -3. Like that it will work. -3, -4, like that it will continue. So if you want to print the last element, you can use length -1. Now tell me, this based on my explanation, -1 will it print the last element? Based on my explanation, reverse indexing. Come on, sir. Why you
Yes,
are
sir.
thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Reverse order. I want to print the first element. Reverse order. I want to print the P. I don't know the number of elements.
Minus 19, 19 minus.
What is the number of P?
Minus 19 or minus
No,
16.
16 is there, sir. I just a testing purpose. I written here
9.
16.
Minus,
Okay.
minus 16, sir.
Can I give in this way? Will it work? Yes or no? Is there any big confusion in this one? Just to need a thinking. What is this value? Is it what is this value? Is it 16 or not? Indirectly, it's a 16. Correct? This is a different point, sir. You can use the commas also, like 1 comma 4, 3 comma 5. Oh, no, no, no. It should be tuple. Not working. 1 second. 10 comma 2. Be integers, not tuple. Okay, single value only it is taking. I'm thinking actually here in another programming languages, scripting languages. See, this is like something like PowerShell. $A 2 comma 3. That is a plan, but not supporting. Only single value we have to use it. Only iterable object only, sir. So I want to print line by line. So any iterable object you are working, I'm introducing one advanced concept, that is a for loop I am introducing, sir, here. It is just to work with all data types, it is important one. Any temp for keyword, any temporary variable in iterable object. Iterable object means indexing supporting one. You can work with print temp. Try to understand this explanation. Very, very important, sir. Why? Because for upcoming days, we are going to use this one. Sir, here temp you can take any variable. Iterable object, any iterable object, you can take it. Anything, you can take it, anything. For example, I am taking A equals to Python. For X in A colon space indentation operator we will call. In another programming languages, there is open bracket, curly, closed brackets are there. But here that story is not there, sir. Just to we have to give the space, a unique space we have to use it. So it means these two statements are subcomponents of for loop. For loop. So space indentation operator, I mean block of the statement. These two lines belongs to for loop. So how this process will work? Try to understand. Uh, so A is a one iterable object. Yes, index number 0, 1, 2. You can take any iterable object. Right to left to right or right to left, iterable object. Every iteration, one value will come to first value. Generally, left to right, forward index it will follow. First element will be loaded into X variable. Then after it will perform some action. Then second object. Then third object one by one. So here A is in is a fixed keyword. In is a fixed keyword. In is a fixed keyword. For is a fixed keyword. X is up to you. Y is up to A is up to you. A is should be a iterable object. And every iteration one element will come. So how many times these two lines will execute? So how many elements are there? 6 elements are there. 6 times it will repeat. Means I'm writing one more script here. Control N, save 0 to A equals to Python scripting for X in X or Z in A. A should be, why? Because A is iterable object. Print of the value is, you have to use the temporary variable only here. You have to use the temporary variable only. Sir, you should not start from this area. Why? Because you are above and you said space indentation operator, you are saying that one. Means at least you have to write one sub statement for the for loop. See, if I try to run this one, expected an indentation blank after first statement on line number 3. Yes, that is correct. So that's why minimum one space you have to give. Now see the output. Oh, the value is P, the value is Y, the value is T. Yes, every time one value came or not. Sir, is there any confusion to use these binary for loop? Anyhow, we will see this is upcoming there. But at this point, is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Any iterable object, sir. Today I am using string. Z is a one string object. But in coming days, I am going to change this value. I'm going to change. Next time we use list. A area, alphabet A area, we can use anything, sir. Alphabet A area, we can use anything. There is a one more operator also there. For example, yes, you are writing Python. Otherwise, you are writing Python. A equals to Python. K in A. Generally, what general English? K character is in a object, string object A. Membership operators are simply. K character is one of the element in A object. A is a Python.
No.
Okay, maybe you may give that answer now rightly. Anywhere you have a K character. Anywhere you have a K character. No. If I give like something like Y, it is working.
Yes.
It is working. In anyhow we have a logical operator, comparison operator, membership operator. These operators are there, but strings time you have to observe this one. Yes, sir. Like character is available or not. Okay, string we can not only for loop for strings, sir. This is for any iterable object, any iterable object, any iterable object. Here you are taking temporary variable name z, or you are taking any temp, that is up to you. But same thing you have to write in the program. See, I will write some design print like this one. some design. Now see, every line after you will get that design. You will get that design. For every iteration, these two lines will execute. When these two lines are over, and if for example, I'm writing one more statement, thank you. See, thank you. The line number 6 is equal to space indentation for 1 and 3 and 6. These are one level, sir. One level. See, 1 and 3, line number 3 and 6 are, there is no space indentation. Same level. You know the loops concept, just to repeat the activity again and again, to perform some activity again and again, you can use loops like line number 1 and line number 3, line number 6, like team leaders, line number 4 and 5, like just like employees, team members, same level, 1, 3, 6. So how many times 4 and 5? 4 and 5 one time it will execute. You can call one iteration is over. So how many iterations it will take? How many elements are there in the iterable object A? That is depends on this one. Yes, length of A is this one. Length of A, length of 16. Finally, you are getting thank you statement. Better to give tab space. Better to give tab space. A script never ever starts with a single space indentation, sir. Interesting one, sir. A script never ever starts. For example, you are using space indentation means line number is belongs to some statement or not. Like for example, you can cut the line number 4. What is the meaning of line number 4? Line number 4 is a statement block of line number for loop 3. What about line number 1? You are using space indentation directly. Space indentation means, see the error. Unexpected indentation. Spaces, indentation means spaces. So that's why a script never ever starts with spaces. How it will work. If I give a space at line number 2, will it work? If I give
Yes.
some space, if space is there, where is the colon symbol? This colon symbol is there before the line, then only it will work. If you are using colon symbol, is it a statement? Like a for, like a if condition, is it any statement? Okay, if I use, see, invalid syntax or not? Is there any symbol for variable assigning for that? Variable assigning system, is it used to, are we using this one? Are we using this one? No. Even if I give the space, is it throwing an error? Sir, this colon symbol we should not use for every element after. So these colon symbols you should not use after every element. For example, okay, for is there, X in Z, okay, you can use it. Maybe loops are there, maybe classes are there, modules are there. Not in this colon space indentation, you should not use after every component. Today you are learning after the for loop we can use it. Then after with equal tab, equal space, whatever you have, same thing will be executed. This will Python will consider all these are the one level statement blocks. And number 4 and 5, same statement block. So minimum you have to give one, at least one space is required. One space is required.
Naga, sorry to interrupt actually. Can you come again?
Sir, for example, I want to print like I have some numbers 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, uh, for x in A. So why I am writing colon symbol here? Generally, in other programming languages, for example, A equal to 20, function ABC, some print statements are there. Print 1, print 2, print 3. Now, in this example, print 1 and print 2 belongs to which one? It is a completely main program, sir. It's a main program. Now, my question is, print 1 and print 2 belongs to which one? Print 1 and print 2 belongs to
Function.
which one? Is yes, function.
Function.
P3, it's a main function
Main.
or not?
Yes.
Main. Even everything inside of the main only, but these two are the sub components. Why? Because you have a curly braces are there especially. So instead of curly braces in the Python, colon concept they take, sir. Colon concept. Then after, instead of see brackets, they are using space indentation. So black is starting means you have to see, for example, for function ABC, in this way we have in other programming languages. For example, print A, print B. The same approach they developed in the Python, function ABC, print A, print B. That is a difference. Same line number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is equal to in the Python 15, 16, 17. So this space indentation operator indicating that one, you are going to write some block of statements for function ABC. Colon symbol means some space indentation you have to follow next line onwards. You are using this space indentation operator you are using. So next onwards you have to maintain some space you have to maintain. Generally you are typing from, for example, this character. Then after you have to give at least one space after the next line of the colon symbol. Means these two lines are statement blocks of ABC. If a curly braces approach is there, you can write anywhere, no problem. It will work. But here, you have to write here only. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Naga.
And
So,
is there any? Yes, please.
so instead of curly braces,
This colon
I'm
and
not
space
sure
indentation.
what.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Instead of curly braces area, this colon, and when you use colon, you have to maintain at least one space indentation. So these
Okay,
two
and
lines are below. Hmm.
what if we have multiple spaces between these two lines? Will it work, or we should have same spaces?
Okay, good question. I mean, you are saying that one in this way.
Uh,
Different
Correct.
spaces we have. Then see the issue. Error. See, unindentation indentation does not match with any outer indentation operator. You are using special indentation operator. Is there any statement is there? I mean, you are using special indentation operator means should be before line special operator is required. Colon. Is there any colon? Before you are using it, the first line you are using 4 or 5 spaces. Next line, if you use same spaces, Python will understand these two lines are belongs to for loop. Not like if you are using some extra spaces like this one. What it will do? Yes, you are using extra space indentation which is belongs to which block? It is asking. Is it for loop or is it for any other one? That is the error it is throwing. So you are writing for loop statements. for loop under you're writing, for loop under writing you have to maintain the space indentation. So we can call these three lines are belongs to same statement block. Every iteration these three lines will execute. Anyhow, we will see at the functions time and loops time and if conditional time. Is it clear, sir?
And how do we close this? I mean,
Closing is nothing but just come outside, no? That's all. Come outside. I mean, before entering, what is the space indentation? At F character or not? Starting with F character or not?
yes.
For example, sir, I am writing three characters A, B, C. I am writing three characters A, B, C. I am writing printer X. Now tell me how many lines, how many times line number 3 will execute?
3 times, sir.
3 times.
3 times. For example, if I write XYZ, see XYZ, finally I will print a statement, thank you. See the output? XYZ, thank you. So, yes, how your Python will understand how to come outside? Just a matter of this common space indentation. Before entering into the loop, where is my cursor position? Where is my cursor position? At the beginning of the line number 1 or not? Line number 1 first position. Same thing I am maintaining or not? Okay, if I maintain one space, will it work?
No.
No. What is the previous space indentation? Previous, before entering into the for loop, what is the exact space indentation?
2.
At the first position of each line, column 0, column 1 or not? Every line. That is the name. So entering and exiting. So this is repeating 3 times. Every time A is a iterable object. Indirectly you can write value also, sir. No problem. Directly no variable also. Variable also not required. You can write anything. You can write anything. See, came or not? Every time one value came or not? From here, every time one value came or not? From these, every time one value came or not to x variable. First time, x will be loaded. X will be loaded with n, printed n. Next A, G, A. After all iteration, the line number 3 is printed. Thank you.
So what is the logic for this? I mean, uh, uh, why does it print each characters in a new line?
What is a print statement? Generally, print every statement in a new line. Do you want to print side by side? That is your question. Am I right, sir?
No, I was trying to understand what are we achieving doing this actually.
Now tell me, sir, what we achieved in this statement? You have to give that answer for this answer. What we achieved here?
I
What is we
see
achieved?
value is Naga and each character gets printed into separate line.
That's all, sir. That's all. Every element. So it is Naga is a iterable object. Are you agree this one? Why? Because it is a string. Is it a iterable object?
Yes. Sorry,
So every
non-iterable.
iterable uh Why it is not iterable object? For example, I am storing Naga. What is a? How can we say? How can we say a object is iterable object or not? Is it iterable object or not? How can we say this answer?
Mm.
Yes, question is
Looks
same.
It is iterable
Okay. Huh. What is a proof? How we can say it is a iterable object or not?
because that object can be split into multiple.
No, proper. Okay, almost correct, but proper.
Po
A is a
position, I mean zeroth position, one position.
Absolutely. Indexing is supporting or not? Forward or reverse indexing
Yes.
is supporting or not? When the indexing is supporting, yes, I written that word. Indexing is supporting, see, forward or any one of them. So that is a, we can call that is a iterable object. That is a iterable object. That is a iterable object. Any iterable object. Today you are taking strings, sir. Next day I will take something like I'm taking something like I will take some another object. This is something, another object, anything. Maybe here this we will call as a list. See, will it work if I give in this way? If I give in this way, will it work?
Yes.
See, Q is some one iterable object. Our upcoming topic. For your clarity, it will print like a, what is the data type? Any idea? Any idea?
It's a list. List.
List. See, every element it is printing or not in the list. Every element it is printing or not. Square brackets between. Your Q is a total 5 elements. First time, what is coming to Q to you? First iteration? First time,
10.
10. Now, how many sub statements are there for loop? For loop having how many statement blocks?
One.
Only one line. One line it will repeat. First time it will take 10, print to 10. Then from Q2 next to 20, next to Naga, next to 20, next to 30. Every time one value will come to X variable, that value will be printed here. For example, if I'm writing 3 statements, will it print 3? Will it print 3 lines for every iteration? Will it print 3 lines every iteration? Is it correct? First time X will be
Yes, yes.
taken to
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
10 and every iteration 3 statement blocks are there, no? 3 things will be printed. 3 things will be printed. So first time, how many values, how many times these 3 statements will work? So how many elements are there in Q? 5. So first time 10 will, Q total result is there. First time first element will come in the forward index. 10 will come. 10 will be picked up by X and it will print X 10. Then after these lines, then after these lines. Over. First statements are over up to this. Next second element, nothing but 20 will be loaded. Then it will print 20 this statement. Next Q2 Naga. Like that, all the values after loading only. Nothing is there from the Q variable. When it is reaching to 30 number, no elements. Then controller will come from here to line number 11. So line number 11 space indentation before coming to the loop both are same. Yes, happily it will work. Thank you statement on the screen like here.
But
Naga,
if
if
it is
there is a
Yes, please go
go
ahead.
on.
If
Naga, if there is a gap between the prints, print, there is a
this
yeah,
space
then
is
it
not,
works.
it is not a
Okay,
problem.
okay. Thanks.
It will work.
What if
So if
print thank you is not
Okay, if I'm writing one space, what is the problem? Yes, this is the
yeah.
issue.
Won't work. It will be error.
How
It
can
won't work.
we close the for loop, sir?
Closing of the for loop is very simple, removing the space indentation. Just come outside from the space indentation. Before entering into the for loop, what is the space indentation position? Before
Should
entering
be
into
the
the for
first
loop,
one.
what is the
Yeah.
first character of each line? Am I right? F character, Q character. Just after for loop, you came outside this one. This is a closing one.
if instead of list I just write down Naga as a string, so it will first string if it will first print Naga in the vertical form and then the dash, right?
Okay, if you are writing Q equal to Naga, first what is the value will be loaded to the temporary variable?
It would be
N.
string.
Yeah. Then after these lines,
NA,
after
okay.
star symbols will become.
Yeah. Then A.
This when these three together executed, we can call one iteration is over. For loop is over. But only one iteration. One iteration means one cyclic or more than one cyclic is there here. I mean, how many objects are there in queue?
Four.
How many elements are there? Four. Next,
Four.
Q2 second element A will be loaded. Then this one.
XX.
Next
Star. Star.
B
Star. Yeah.
and next A. Now after A, this last A, yes, is it correct one end part of this? Now if I bring back to cursor position, I'm typing at position 0 or 1 of the line number 1. Is it closing of the for loop? Are you agree this one? Why? Because before
Yes.
entering into the for loop, what is the position we are using? At first
Zero.
or not? 0, and here also it is 0.
Zero.
Okay. If I give it one space, will it work or not, sir?
No
It won't.
error.
Why? Because
Indent.
extra space indentation. So this
Between
even
the
you
print there should be the all P should be on the same line. Naga? Inside.
this should be same
Yeah.
space indentation. How many
Okay.
spaces you are using? One, two, three, four, five.
Okay. Okay.
Even minimum one also you can give it, no problem. I mean, no need to give the
Okay.
tab. At least one space. We have to differentiate to F character to here. So these three are substatements of for loop.
Okay.
I mean, extra tab enters you can give it no problem. Enters is okay, but starting the line is a big issue. New line is no problem, but
Thank
this space if I'm using two spaces, but next after I'm using one space, next after I'm using one space, beautiful error. See, I cannot understand line number 5. You are using one space indentation. For example, A equals to hi for x in A, print A. For example, sir, here I am using one second, one, two, three, three. Okay, one, two, three, four. Next, B equals to good morning. Otherwise, hi. Otherwise, some any word for Z in B, print B. Sorry, print Z. Now tell me, sir. Two for loops I have. Concentration on line number 3 and 9 only. Where is your line number? Line number 3 is a statement block of line number 2 for loop. Are you agree? Why? Because colon is there, then statement block is there. Here also colon is there, statement block is there. Colon is not available to all statements are only if condition loop only. One of them is for. Now tell me, will it work or not? Line number 9. Line number 3 will work. Line number 9 will work or not?
It won't.
It it will
It
work.
is not.
It will work. It will work.
No, it
Absolutely,
won't
it will
work.
work, sir. It will work. Now tell me, line number 8 is there. Started with position 0. Are you maintaining at least one space after that one? For the
Yes.
substatement representation? For
Yes.
line
Yes.
number 8 is a for loop. Line number 8 is a for loop. To represent for loop substatements, at least you are following one space indentation or not?
But
It
are we
will work.
closing the for loop in this case?
Absolutely. For loop. See?
No, no. I'm saying as in the first case, B is closing the for loop after the colon. But in the second case, from 6, colon is not being closed. So I said it is not possible.
Here colon. See, this colon or you are talking about line number 6 colon?
Yes. Line number 6. Because in the case of first one, the second column, second number line column, if we just write down B in the 0 column, it will close the first for loop, right?
You are asking this one without this one.
No, I'm saying the first for loop. Let's say on the
Okay.
first for loop, when I write b equals to by, at that time it is closing the first for loop, right?
Can you give that one? I mean, I'm typing. Okay, y first x in b. Okay, print x. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Then
You are right. So after this, it does not have to close the for loop
No, it is
if
not
you are
needed.
in traditional
oh,
language. Yeah.
got it, got it. I mean, yes. What is the end of the for loop? Just I'm coming back to my current position before entering into the for loop. If I'm writing here, ah, yes, sir. Now tell me, this is a different one confusion part also. Will it work? Will it work? Will it work?
It,
First, give me answer.
No,
uh,
no, no, sir.
the,
It,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
it
It
does.
will
it
work, sir.
does.
It will work.
It will
It will
work.
work.
It will work. But different ones are at this point, no need to go to this
for
area.
within the
Inner loop.
for it is.
Very biggest confusion part. Don't no need to go to inner loops at this point. Slowly we will go to that one. Definitely it will work. Why? Because proper indentation is there. I can say line number two is there. No, two statements are 3, 4, 5. 5 substatement is 6. Now tell me 4, 5 to 6 space indentation is there or not after colon. That is you have to check. P character to substatement, at least one space gap is there or not. Why?
Yes.
Because your colon is there. Colon is there. Colon is there. Okay, no worries, sir. Why? Because if we move enter deeply, we will miss the original subject. This is enough. At least one space. Again, if you come back to original position, see, for example, here I am writing a string I am writing, string I am writing, string I am writing in double single quote, 9, 10. 10 means 0. Now tell me how many times this loop will repeat?
10 times.
That every time thank you will be printed or not?
No.
No,
No.
So only
absolutely.
one time last time, right?
That's
After the loop completed, it will print, right?
It's only one
after
time
end
and
of
last time.
if you want to print every time, you have to bring to same line. If you want to
Yes.
print every time, you have to bring
Yes.
that line to the same indentation of the line number 3. Then every time thank you will be printed.
Okay.
Okay. Now index, when you have the index, you can hardly use the for loop, sir. I mean, index is nothing but index is supporting, that is forward or reverse anything, yes, that supports, we can call iterable object. Please remember, index is supporting index 0, 1, 2, 3 supporting, we can call iterable object. If it is iterable object, to represent element to element, what is the use of the for loop? To represent element by element in the iterable object. Shekhar sir, this is an actual issue. Why we have to use this for loop? In iterable object, okay, in every element, N, A, G, A, if you want to represent, yes, you can take for temporary variable, anything you can take it. This area, you can take it any temporary variable, A or B or C, X, and in is a keyword, for is a keyword, and your iterable object, you have to take it. Like A or B. In this example, line number 173, you have a A. Then after your action should be, see, I'm maintaining some space indentation. From here, actually here it is started. I'm taking at least one space. Here I'm writing one tab I'm taking. But tab is problem with Linux environment. Print off. Temporary variable only you have to use it. X only you have to use it. X only you have to use it. X only you have to use it. To statement block of statement of for loop works, and logic will works with X only. Sir, what is the best use case? Okay, one more example for our satisfaction purpose I'm providing. I'm sorry. D3 now. X equals to mm, like one iterable object I am providing. I want to add all numbers for t in x. Print x every iteration. What is the value? 10, 20, 30, 40. Print. Oh, I'm sorry. What is the temporary variable t? Every time one number is printing or not? Every time my weight is printing. First time 10 will be loaded x to t. Next time x to 20 t. And third iteration 30. Fourth iteration t will be loaded with 40. So I want to add total sum of these numbers. I am storing one variable s. Now see I am doing print current value is t. I am writing one operation. How many of you are receiving this one? Please confirm it. Is it correct one? Okay. Is it
Yes.
clear first point? Okay. Now execution style we will see. First, these will be loaded with 6 values. X will be loaded with 6 values. X having 6 values. Sir, if you are unable to understand, at least try to understand this flow. Anyhow, to understand our problem, there is a beautiful option is there debugging. First time X will be loaded from X to T variable. Which value will be moved, sir? First iteration time 10.
10.
And
Second one, yes. There is a one variable is created yes with the
zero.
default value of 0. Correct? Now t value
Yeah.
t variable one variable is created t with value to 10. So first value came, sir. Now what is a for loop statement? How many for loop statements are there here? How many lines are there? How many lines are there for loop?
2.
2.
2. So first it will print current value is what is the value there? 10.
10.
10.
Next this operation will work. Yes, generally s equal to s plus t is there, sir. First right side expression will execute. Right side expression will execute. What is the s value? Existing value?
0.
0.
30. 30
Yes,
there is
t value
a
0. T value t loaded value 10.
10.
0 plus 10 10. S equal to 10. The new value of s is after first iteration is 10.
yes.
Next time 20 will be loaded into t variable. 20 will be loaded into t variable. Next current value is 20. Now this operation s value
SS
presently 10
10.
is 10.
and
And
20.
10 plus
Total is
20.
value is 30.
30.
Correct? 30.
Yes.
Next iteration already s value is 30. Next 30 will come. 30, 30, 90. No, sorry, I'm sorry, 60.
60.
60 will be loaded. Like that, every finally which variable holding the total result? End of the
yes.
Yes.
60 time. So this line number, this line I am not calling under the for loop statement. Which line? This line. This line I am not calling inside of the for loop. I am printing this line outside of the for loop. Line number 6. Now will it print the total sum of the value?
Yes.
No.
This line is not inside of the if I'm not writing here. If I write in this way, every time it will print. Current value is 10, sum is 10, 30, 60, 100, 150. See, this is the biggest. Every time it will print. But I am calling normal space indentation of the line. One time it is called.
இது 10.
210, huh? 210. Correct? Is it sum is correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is okay. Next, one more concept is there that after indexing, any iterable object is there, lot of things are there. First is indexing. Next one is a slicing. Next one is a item assignment. Fourth one is a insertion order. Sir, very first time seems to be these four properties new, but when we enter to iterable object, these four are mandatory. Index only we covered. Index, forward, and reverse.
Reverse.
Ah. And then after printing purpose, you can use for loop. And we discussed some information, space indentation. Then after slicing, we are going to slice. Slice means generally slice pieces, slices, pieces. To understand this one, we have to wait one more session, sir. Next session we will complete up to tuple, sir. I mean tomorrow session. In tomorrow session, slicing and these three things I will cover. And in next session I will go with the tuple and a tuple. Still I am not using. Again I am saying to you. For example, I am taking one string. If you call dir of string object, see, so many things are there. Every component, for example, one user is providing capital letters, sir. Now, is there any chance to convert into small letters? Yes, choice is there. Choice is there. How you know this one? How you know this one? How you know this one? When we learn each and every method, you will get the clarity. These are the operations on the strings. So everything is important, sir. We should not ignore any element. Right, sir? Now I will stop here and we will see tomorrow, same time. Time is fixed, sir. There is no change. Time is fixed 10 to 1. And I will share this recording in the group. And sir, any one of you not completed your registration, please complete it. Why? Because we are entered to the actual concept with strings. This is the original point, key point we are entered to here. Thank you all. I will stop here and we will meet on tomorrow with same link.
Naga, I have one question. Can I share?
Yes, Prakash.
Can I share my script?
Sure. Okay, 1 second. I will give the access to you. 1 second. Prakash, what is the visible name on the screen?
Prakash.
Okay, I can able. Yes, yes. One second. I'm giving the access to you. You are the presenter. Now you can share your screen.
See, I'm trying to execute the last example. So I'm getting this error. Is it? Am I
Okay,
missing
what is?
something here?
1 second. I will see. Okay, you are for J. What is the x? First of all, x equal to 10, 20, 30. X equal to. I mean, can you re-execute that one? I will check that one. Okay, here sum is a fixed keyword.
X plus
No, no,
t.
no. No. One thing, Prakash, there is a reserved function is there sum. Already reserved keyword. Instead of sum, take another word.
Okay.
Can you do the same thing? I will wait. For example, yes. Yes or yes to something. No. Re-execute,
Uh,
rewrite it. Uh, yes,
Sir,
okay. Yes
initial
equal.
value,
No. Prakash,
some,
no worries. Uh,
sir, question, ఇప్పుడు s equal to 0 తీసుకున్నాడు. It took s equal to 0, but if you're using some other variable, right? Should we initialize
అది
it?
కూడా అవును. No. That is wrong, sir. You are correct. You should take s equal to s plus 2, sir. Even
Yeah, that's what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
Like s is equal to s plus t, not sum is equal to s plus t.
Some sides are left hand side. Yes, you have to use yes, not some. Even there is no use
okay.
of yes keyword. Then you re-execute. Yes, that's a press enter.
So, and in the line first iteration, sum is equal to s plus t. There is no t there. S plus j, right?
No, J only. T where he is using
You're not using t anywhere.
found by
No, no. That is a false statement. So I have recorrected this.
you are writing, you are executing a script with space indentation. Right, go to the script, sir. Control in, just press control in, control in,
Sorry, control
control in.
N.
N for now. N. Sir, when we work with the script with the space indentation, you should not execute on the Python prompt, sir. You can copy the same script here. You can copy the same
Okay.
script. Now check that, sir. Is there any issues? J, X, okay. Printing the J value is equal to S plus J. Printing finally. Yes, save it with some name, sir. File. Go to file and save with some name. Save. Control S also fine. Take any one of the directory instead of default one. Okay. Just leave it. Automatically extension will take. Press F5.
Okay. F5. Okay. So I was taking sum as okay, sir. Okay.
That is a one issue. Second one is even the logic also somewhere you didn't define. And one more thing, when you are working space indentation, these white color screen we should not try, sir. Space indentation is there, no? That's why we have to go to the scripts only. We have to write the scripts only, not on the prompt. Prompt, this arrow button is there, no? Four arrows are there, no? That is for single functions is suitable. Single function is suitable. But more than one line you are writing, blindly go to the script.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you. We will meet on tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.